An awful lot of Europeans and Canadians, I had some dude in my comments from New Zealand yesterday, keep saying like, Americans, I don't see you resisting. I don't see you doing anything. And I know I discussed this at length the other day because people outside the US are not seeing us perform for them in a way that eases their anxiety and appeals to them. They think that we're not doing anything. They fail to understand the way that corporate media is in the pocket of the regime and is not reporting on what is happening within our borders. And also the ways that the most impactful acts of resistance are things that would never make the news anyway. They just never would. And one, because I'm kind of tired of the bitching from people who don't live here. Two, we all need encouragement. We need to see what people are doing. And three, because those of us who don't live in Minnesota should be lending our support and solidarity to folks in Minnesota. We should be thanking and encouraging them in any way that we can. I want to show you what Minnesotans are actually doing. Effective acts of nonviolent resistance that you may not be hearing about and deserve to be elevated, deserve to be shared. Now, I make no secret of the fact that I'm a big proponent of nonviolent direct action. Nonviolence is not peaceful. Effective nonviolence must be highly disruptive. And folks in Minnesota right now are borrowing a very disruptive nonviolent tactic that has been employed by resistors in Chicago in particular. It goes like this: find out where ICE agents are staying, what hotels are willing to put them up. It goes like this: find out where ICE agents are staying, engage in a public pressure campaign against those hotel chains, Hilton, anybody, and then also show up like this.
That's what it's been.
That's nonviolent direct action, and it's a fantastic psychological tactic that can be used against ICE and is being used everywhere, in particular in Chicago and Minnesota right now. Here's another very ordinary way that Minnesotans are resisting that you might not hear about.
What the fuck?
Who's live?
I'm live.
No wonder you got a fucking wear a mask, you fucking piece of shit.
You got the stun gun house. D. This is like, wow. Every fucking day.
Mike, what's up? Where's your horse? They asked you to leave. They asked you to leave.
Take off your mask. Take off your mask.
Fat bitch. Fuck out of here, you fat little bitch. Coward motherfucker.
Un-American pieces of shit.
Fucking cowards. Fucking Nazi piece of shit. Fucking cowards. Fuck out of here.
What was that, folks in the UK and Canada? Americans aren't resisting? There is no place where ICE should be comfortable. Our job is to make them uncomfortable, unwelcome everywhere that they go. Whether it's in their hotel room and they can't sleep at night because we're making a ruckus, we're having a party outside, whether it is every restaurant, grocery store, what have you. No business should open their doors to ICE. No American who loves the Constitution should be tolerating the presence of ICE. Yeah, I'm all for the public shaming. I'm all for the ridicule. I'm all for asking them, like, how dare you? How do you sleep at night? How do you look your children in the eye? I wish I could help folks understand that effective resistance is so much about building a culture of non-compliance. Any and every way we can be non-compliant, intolerant of fascism, that is effective resistance. What they want is for all of us to lay down and just accept what's happening. They desperately need us to comply. In this extinction burst period of tremendous violence and brutality, they are desperate for us to comply. So non-compliance, intolerance with any and every part of the fashy shit this regime does, any person who is enabling, empowering, and carrying out the fascist agenda of Donald Trump, we do not tolerate it. We are not compliant with it. We resist in every single small way we can. Just like there's so much power in that. And we've seen how that's played out for ICE all across the country. LA, DC, Chicago, Appalachia, Portland. They have to keep leaving. They have to keep running away because our local and state electeds are defending us through the courts. Minnesota just filed a lawsuit, right? It's because my Attorney General, Dan Rayfield, here in Oregon, filed lawsuits that we don't have the National Guard here. And also because we have judges who are willing to uphold the rule of law. And also because we, the people, are refusing to be compliant on any level. We will be successful because this is a country where we are never, ever, ever, ever going to tolerate this tyranny. They cannot win if we continue to organize and resist. The only way they win is if we give up. And speaking of, I want to show one more example. Part of what effective resistance looks like is refusing to hand over our joy to them. And I want to point to one band in particular that was formed back in 2020, I think, as a really good example of joy as resistance and the way that we fold joy and community and art into our resistance work.
Ain't gonna let no scared ice agent turn me round. Turn me round. Turn me round. Ain't gonna let no fraidy cat ice agent turn me round. I'm gonna keep on. I'm gonna keep on. Keep on stand up to freedom.
My name is Al St. Bruno, and I sing with Brass Solidarity.
Can you talk about the genesis of this group going back almost 5 years now in George Floyd Square?
Yeah, it's really incredible. What Brass Solidarity is, what it represents, is communal necessity. So people were joining up at the site of George Floyd's murder, just playing music to process their feelings with community, and it kept growing. No one is not valuable in Brass Solidarity, which is what Brass Solidarity means.
Even the seventh sousaphone player?
Especially.
It is beautiful that y'all have kept this up for so many years. Music is strong and powerful at all times, but there's something special during a moment of crisis like Minneapolis is facing right now. How do you think music can play a role?
Audre Lorde said it is the duty of the artist to make the rebellion irresistible by coming together in music, by coming together in dancing, even when we're sad, by moving our bodies, by letting trauma not stay locked up inside of us so we don't stay trapped in our house with ulcers. Instead of that, offering ourselves the light of letting out our sound, just expressing. We are a cohort of immigrants, of strangers who want to see this place be free, to see this place be a place where we all can sing. So I would say music plays the role of giving us a heartbeat that we can keep holding on to so that we can protect ourselves, protect each other just one more day.
And that's what American resistance looks like.